Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be starting up a new playthrough on the channel. This is Moses and Plato, Last Train to Clawville. So this is a new game by the same developers behind Chicken Police, which I played a while ago on the channel. That was very much a kind of similar point-and-click mystery type thing, I think, but very much more sort of a hard-boiled noir type of story. This one is much more along the lines of like an Agatha Christie story. I mean, I'm thinking particularly of something like Murder on the Orient Express type thing. But again, it's kind of got their signature anthropomorphic animals as the characters going on as well. So yeah, I played a demo of it a little while ago, enjoyed that. We're going to dive in and start a new game right now, see for ourselves what the full version is like. That fateful first night on the Clawville Express.
Such a terrible headache. What happened? Where am I?
So I believe it is fully voiced. Now, I might have to sort of tweak the sound levels between episodes. I tried to do my best. So try and keep it so the in-game voices are pretty loud. If they're too loud as a result of that, I can tweak it. But let's just carry on.
The ambassador's room. But why? What am I doing here? How long have I been here? Plato must be looking for me.
So Moses is, I don't know if he's a private detective by trade, but that's certainly the role we're kind of doing here. And Plato is his sort of Dr. Watson to his home, shall we say. Okay. So, it's kind of first person, huh? I can spin around. I mean, it's been a long time since I played the demo. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a sec. One thing I did read, and I don't know if this was present in the demo either, but there is kind of like a time aspect going on. Like the more we look at stuff, the more we talk to people, the further the clock advances, and we're going to have a time limit to solve this mystery. Can I click on anything? Does it get highlighted? I guess we're going to look at the bed with the dead man on there. I can look down at this one. Yeah. Is there? I just want to see. Is there? Okay, if I hit Shift, it gives us like a little hotspot thing. So let's look at the bed.
Furry heavens! The ambassador. Is he dead? And what might this be?
Hey, what's going on in there? Who's in there?
Later.
What happened here, Moses?
Also want to say a quick thank you up front to the publishers for sending me a game key to play this a bit in advance of the release. This should be going... There wasn't actually an embargo. They kind of said, put it out whenever you want. So I think the game releases on the 14th of April. If I've scheduled this right, it should be coming. This episode should be coming out the 12th. So in a couple of days, it should hit the Steam store.
The Wild Ones! You killed the ambassador?
What? What did I do?
I think we can just automatically
Hey,
advance.
calm down. Moses got here first, didn't he? That doesn't mean he killed the ambassador. Am I right?
I think so.
Do you think or do you know? The poor bastard's lying dead. You're standing in front of him, and that gun may not even be cold. I can still smell the cordite.
Unfortunately, I have to say, it's really more than suspicious.
Calm down. There's a rational explanation for everything. Moses and I are respected detectives of the Clawville Police Department, whose job it was to protect the ambassador at all costs.
Well, in that case, you didn't do your job very well.
Furry heavens. It's all over. Peace is over.
There will be war.
Enough. Everybody calm down. Moses didn't do it.
We can't say that.
What? What did you just say?
I don't remember the events of the last hour or so. I was standing over the body. I don't think I could ever do such a thing, and I abhor firearms, but still, we can't rule out the possibility that it was me.
Has everybody gone mad around here?
I think it's very clear what happened. The fox drank too much and simply shot the ambassador.
Where in the hairy, feathered, scaly world did that come from?
I'm just telling you what I see, what we all see.
All right, that's enough. Everyone leave the compartment and wait outside. We're gonna investigate the crime scene.
You mean you and suspect number 1? How do we know you're not trying to cover up the evidence?
I can assure you I won't touch anything, even if it had been me. My partner Plato is pure as the Stavonian snow.
Honk! Anyone can say that. Empty words.
Then it's your word against ours for now, honk. A hardened, multiple convicted felon against 2 high-ranking Clawville police officers. What do you think of those odds?
What? But this is police brutality.
No, it's an abuse of common sense, honk.
If I may, ladies and gentlemen, as a representative of the Clawville Express, I have to say, right now, we know only that we don't know anything. I'll stay here as a neutral party. The 2 detectives can start their investigation, which is in all our interests. Mr. Moses remains a suspect, but we'll give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
Thank you, Pierre. Please, everyone, I hope you agree with that.
Honk, very well. But you know this, Moses. The truth always comes out in the end.
Yes, it always does.
Then we have a deal. Everyone but Pierre, out.
Whatever.
Good heavens. Everything's going to be all right, isn't it?
I hope so, dear Fanny. I sincerely hope so.
Well, this journey took a rather dark turn pretty quickly, right? Oh, I'm sorry my scriptwriter's not here.
Gentlemen, enjoy yourselves while you can. We'll be watching you.
Alright, so if is shift a toggle? It is a toggle. I'm going to keep it on, because I do kind of want to know where the hot spots are. We should probably look at the body.
Well.
He was shot, but the body is fairly clean. Death was instantaneous, as if he hadn't even realized when it happened.
Let's see.
Tiny gunshot wound, little blood, no spatter, small caliber. Smell of gunpowder and blood is still lingering in the air. Okay, so not fully voiced, so obviously the cutscenes are, but our little sort of investigation descriptions are. I'll do my best to do an impression of the voice actors doing the various roles. It will not be perfect. I'll do my best. Hey, time's still not advanced. Let's just keep looking.
See.
No blood spatter in the picture or anywhere else. Strange. The killer, whoever it was, maybe they used something to muffle the shot.
Well.
The hand is also bloody. That's interesting. I don't see any blood soaking through his clothes. Maybe he was reaching for the wound after he was shot. Okay, can I... Yeah, I can't just sort of freely look around now. What's this do? That's just who we're playing. In the briefcase, we got the gun. It's a pretty standard looking pistol, although I have a personal loathing of firearms, so it doesn't say much to me. Maybe Plato knows more about it, after all, he served in the war. Okay. How do I show it to Plato? Do I...
Yes.
This is the murder weapon, no doubt about it, and I had it on me, which is, well, more than disturbing. I need to know all about this terrible tool of death, no matter how much I despise
Interesting.
weapons. No sign of a struggle, nor of a fight, like he simply died in his sleep, unaware of what was happening to him. Can I... Oh, I see, we can toggle it there too. What do we got here? This is my mind palace, I think. What's going on there at the moment? What do I... it said to ask Plato, how do I... Close, inspect. What do I do now?
Interesting.
No blood, no mysterious message on the wall. It would be so much easier to get going. This killer was clean and cautious. Okay,
Indeed.
We look at stuff again? They shot him, yes, that's for sure. But whether that was the real cause of death or if it happened after is open to question.
Interesting.
Right in the heart. The killer didn't leave it a chance, that's bloody sure.
Indeed.
No injury to the hand. Bloody hell, what happened to you, Mr. Ambassador? Okay, do I just
Interesting.
keep going?
Indeed. Interesting. Indeed.
I don't really know what else to do. Oh, I can zoom in on things. We zoom in on... Right, okay, well, I'm kind of out of ideas, game. Do you want to tell me a little bit? Time actions until next key event 1. Okay, so if I do one more thing...
Indeed.
Maybe time will advance. He wants me to do something I'm not doing.
I beg your pardon? Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes.
All right.
Interesting.
I don't know. What am I not seeing? What am I not doing? I think I need to do one more thing and then it'll get to the...
Indeed. Interesting. Indeed. Interesting.
What's this? Moses, what do I do? Oh. Is there anything... I'd like to ask Plato about it, but he won't. I don't know how. You know, I'm going to pause while I just try and advance things. So hold up. Okay, there is something here. There's this column that says animals. Maybe I need to just look at this. This is Pallas's cat, Plato. My loyal companion and friend, Plato. He served in military intelligence for years, but was demobbed and ended up as a detective with the Clawville Police Department. Praise my good fortune, for without him I would not be where I am today. Although I'd hesitate to admit that to him. Okay, maybe that's what I needed to do to advance things. I'm trying to highlight anything else. No. No, that wasn't it. Oh my god, I'm stuck already and it's the first screen of the game. What do you want me to do?
I beg your pardon? For the wild ones.
Yes.
The only way that will get used.
Interesting. Indeed. Interesting.
Okay, pause again. I think I missed something very obvious.
Moses, listen. It couldn't
It
be
was
you.
that.
That's madness.
I won't
We
tell you how long I
cannot
was
rule out the
searching around.
possibility.
What? You suspect yourself?
Not a bit, my dear friend, but until I can prove otherwise, I can't rule out the possibility.
This is insanity.
No, it's perfectly logical, Plato. I don't remember what happened last night, so anything could have happened.
You must remember something.
I will say that symbol in the lower left is kind of obscured by a bit by my microphone stand, so my eye wasn't really drawn to it.
It's best to gather what we know from the very beginning.
Okay. You're right. Where do we start?
Let's say a freezing cold day greeted us on that fateful Stavonian morning.
Furry heavens! Could you be any more cheesy?
I thought I was getting better at this.
That'll never happen.
Well then, let's just start at the beginning.
The event reached.
Well, here we are.
I'm gonna freeze to death.
Now that you mention it, my dear friend, we're a little early, so you'll have plenty of time to do that.
No matter. I can already taste the champagne and olives on my tongue.
Champagne and olives?
The party! Aren't you looking forward to the big Bon Voyage party tonight?
Oh, that. I'd skip it if I could.
Ha! Moses, you're the saddest animal I've ever had the misfortune to meet. For once in your life, you should let loose. We're on a holiday, right?
Let me remind you that no, we are not on holiday. This is work.
Furry heavens. You're beyond hope, Moses.
Well, you're probably right, my dear friend.
So we freeze to death. But, I see other passengers are starting to arrive.
We can have a little sniff around before we leave the station. Literally and figuratively.
Good idea. Although, I might not be able to move anymore.
Okay, this is the bit I remember from the demo. So, got new items. What we got? We got a pocket watch. My pocket watch, which was my grandfather's. It never stops for a second. It does a good detective. Oh, some of this locked. I don't know if it's because I need... Oh, I see. Ah, well done. You've unlocked a secret clue. AW means Alphonse Wildflower. He was my grandfather, and I inherited this wonderful pocket watch from him. Like my father, Alphonse valued the time he was given. And we have the Clawville Express ticket. Quite pretty for third class. What does a first class ticket look like? Made of gold, perhaps? Let's go. Okay. Now we've got some senses here. So I've got a sense of smell. See, there's train smell.
Let's see.
Trains have a distinctive smell that is a mixture of many different aromas. Metal, oil, coal, leather, and many more. But nothing blatant or noteworthy. And we got a sort of sight. It's power.
The fluffy, fuzzy... Damn!
Quite a tower, isn't it?
That could easily accommodate all the members of the country's parliament.
Or an invading army.
You got that right.
What about this one?
Listen,
Having to oversee the protection and well-being of the Stavonian delegation is not just a simple task, but also a kind of trust and power play between the two countries of Clawville and Stavonia. Frankly, it's not very uplifting to be caught between two such superpowers. That... Just have a look at the train.
interesting.
The Clawville Express is said to be the most amazing machine ever built by an animal. At least that's what they say. I wonder how it can live up to such big words.
Well, well.
This is a suspiciously large package for two people, but who knows? Maybe that pretty lady just bought too many trinkets on the trip. Let's talk to the ambassador first.
Look who's here.
The ambassador. That creep makes my tail tingle.
Stay focused, Plato. We'll do what we've been hired to do, then we can take our well-deserved vacation.
When I think we have to protect this monster.
Let's not jump to conclusions, dear fellow. You know rumors are sometimes just rumors.
These aren't just rumors, Moses. They're facts.
We have a job to do, and we're going to do it. All right?
Yeah, all right.
New fact, new clue, new animal. Okay, so if I do this, we talk.
Ah, finally. This is ridiculous. I've been waiting here for an age.
Sir, welcome.
Just grab the bags and pack them quickly. My daughter and I are freezing to death out here.
Sir, I think you misunderstand.
Are they paying you to talk or work? I am at my wit's end here. Can you believe it, my dear?
Leave me out of this.
Dear sir, I genuinely think there's been a misunderstanding here.
Just take our luggage and load it while I'm in a good mood.
They're all rude. I'm trying to find one that's not rude. We'll go the middle one.
What did you say? How dare you speak to me like that?
Why do men always have to measure each other's tails?
Let me step in. This is Moses Wildflower, and I'm Plato Palladius of the Clawville Police Department. We are here because, unfortunately for us, we have been entrusted with the full protection of you and your dear daughter until this magnificent train reaches Clawville.
Is that so? Well, why didn't you start with that?
We tried, but it must be the noise.
Whatever. So you're in the service of the Fox King, huh? Very well. Then I'll see you at the party soon, yes?
In fact, I think we'd rather...
Moses! We'll be there, sir.
All right, then.
Joyful. Until then, gentlemen. Porter! Where's the bloody porter?
Keep your voice down. My head is splitting.
Interesting.
We just found out some interesting facts.
Indeed.
I'll leave you to wander around in your little
What?
wine garden.
What? How do you know about my garden?
You talk an awful lot in your sleep, Moses. If you had any idea what else I know.
This is terribly
Yes?
Oh, yes, it is.
Alright. So, okay, he wants us to go to the mine garden. So we'll do that. We've got... this is sort of a character list. We've seen Plato before. This is Ignat Alexei Ivanich. Snow Leopard, ambassador to Stavonia, pursuing peace negotiations between the colonial empire of Clawville and the United Republic of Stavonia. We've been entrusted with the task of escorting and protecting him, which is a great honor. However, his past and character are rather questionable. Kunia Ivanich. She is the daughter of Ambassador Ignat, who is clearly on the trip out of sheer necessity, although I have a suspicion that there is another reason for her being here. In any case, she is a lady of noble breeding and a tempered but rebellious spirit. We shall have to watch her carefully. Codex, the Fox King. Hector III, or as most animals call him, the Fox King, is the third member of the Faliu dynasty. Although Clawville is a small state, its king is amongst the most influential animals of the wilderness, not because of the city's actual importance, but for riches of its faraway colonies. Connections. Okay, characters you've met are on the left. Drag the ones you'd like to connect to the main area. Draw a line between the two characters to highlight their relationship, and we can change this at any time. They can be moved without breaking connections. Prime suspect. Let's have victim. And his don't know. I don't think it doesn't seem a particularly loving thing. Attendance? Love? One-sided? Operation? Honestly, I don't think they... Okay, none of those seem to fit, to be honest. Right. Facts and clues. Ignat's dark past. Ignat's past is rather murky, having served as a high-ranking officer in the colonial Tsarist forces, including the Torogo. They are. Okay, so I think we've seen everything there now. So if I talk to him again, I've got... Let's talk. I guess this is maybe asking about something specific. Let's ask about his daughter.
Spoiled little brat. But I suppose that's mainly my fault.
Ah, come on. Don't blame yourself.
If you want to know more, perhaps you should ask Her Majesty. I don't have time for this.
Thank you. We will, sir.
And we can just...
Do not bother me. Ask my daughter if you want to know something. You people give me migraines.
I beg your pardon?
Don't take it personally. I can't stand coppers. In any shape or form.
Ah, I see. Well, the feeling is mutual.
You're just kidding me, yes?
Oh, of course.
I'll leave that for now. Let's talk to Quinia.
Well, well.
She has a rather pleasant appearance. Okay.
Madam, we are pleased to be of service to you and your good father.
Do I look like I've molted for the first time?
What? I beg your pardon?
I know you despise us, and you have every reason to, but I don't care. Nor do I care about these ridiculous peace negotiations.
Oh, I see. That was refreshingly cold and honest.
Just stay away from me. Or at least keep your flattery to yourself.
You know what? You're really a little...
On a train, avoiding an encounter is close to impossible.
What an arrogant response. I didn't expect anything else from one of you. Good day, gentlemen.
Same to you, madam.
Whew, she's something, ain't she? Just like the weather here. Ice cold and, well, mostly ice cold.
Indeed. But it's interesting what she said. I mean about the peace negotiations.
You know what? I don't like the idea of them myself. And these Stavonians make my tail cramp up.
I thought you were a devout pacifist. You should be happy for peace.
Well, since I've been through the hell of war myself, I am. But this is just smoke and mirrors, Moses. There will never be peace between Stavonia and Clawville. Hostility is coated in our blood.
Maybe. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We haven't even started this journey.
Yeah, you're right. And we might just be in for the adventure of a lifetime, huh?
Oh, but every day is an adventure with you, Plato. More and more passengers.
If you want to know more than animals are willing to tell you, use your refined senses, Moses. Remember what you've taught me.
You're in a rather educational mood today, my dear friend. I could almost call it lecturing.
You'll thank me later, Moses. Believe me.
If you say so.
Okay, let's do the census then. So we got hearing. Shall I eavesdrop on these guys first?
Stop staring at that woman.
What woman? I know.
Yes, you are. You were looking at that cat. Stop it, it's humiliating.
It's not a cat, it's a panther.
And that's an excuse.
I swear, I wasn't staring, sweetie.
I thought you were over this cat thing.
Alright, what about vision? Oh, we already looked at that. Or about sniffing them out.
Interesting.
They have an extremely strong and intoxicating perfume around, almost as if they were trying to hide something with it. Interesting.
He looks rather familiar.
You mean Cassidy Lupus, the silent wolf?
The what and who?
To my bushy tail, you really do live in a cave, don't you?
So he's some kind of movie star.
The movie star.
Uh-huh. And the young lady?
Cassandra Ruby Faye, a real up-and-coming movie sensation. They're predicting a big future for her, although the tabloids say she's a bit unstable.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. And quite lovely, too.
Interesting.
She looks like an interesting lady indeed. Somehow, she seems out of place. We can talk to
Excuse
him.
my rudeness. My name is...
Oh, come on, it's no problem. What can I write? Who will it be for?
What? No, I don't...
Then simply Cassidy Lupus, star of Silent Wolf and the Loudest Howl. Here we go, darling.
But I...
Don't thank me, friend. It's nothing. My pleasure.
Well, thank you.
Hey, mister.
Yes, little... thingy?
Little what?
Relax, my dear friend. I'm sure he did not mean...
As the wily fox says.
Wiley.
This is Detective Moses Wildflower, and I'm Plato Palladius from the Clawville Police Department. And we're not here for your autograph. You can be sure of that.
What, the police?
For the wild ones. Cassidy, what have you done now?
Not a single thing, Cassandra, dear, I swear. At least, I don't think.
Nothing to worry about, madam. Sir, we just wanted to say hello and assure you that with 2 senior police officers on board, you will have the safest and most comfortable journey possible.
Oh, really? That's rather nice to hear.
Don't worry about Cassidy. He's a bit weak in the knees. But otherwise, he's a pretty nice guy. At least, for the most part.
For the most part? But darling...
Alright, so we're getting some new stuff. What is this? Oh, is it his autograph? The signature is well rehearsed, but his hand seems to tremble a bit when he wrote it. Was it the cold, or maybe because we're police officers? That's the mine garden in a bit. So Ignat, we can ask him about something else now. We'd better not bother him anymore.
I agree with each and every piece of hair on my back.
You could ask her something specific. My father?
My father? Don't you read the papers? It's all in there. Apart from his military and political career, he has no life.
You don't have a very high opinion of your father, am I right?
Ha! What are you? Some kind of a detective?
Ouch!
I'm only here because I want to see Clawville with my own eyes. Otherwise, I wouldn't spend several days locked up with him even if someone pointed a gun at me.
Well, I see.
Make a note in your little notebook, detective. If somebody wring my father's neck, I should be suspect number 1.
That can't happen, miss. That's why we're here.
Ah, yes. What a shame.
Alright, so connections thing. Alright, that's good enough for me. Oops. She's suspect number 1. Put her dead at the top, seeing as he's dead. Link up there. Hostility. I don't know, is that any of those things particularly? Murderous intent. She's just financially dependent on him. Change that somewhere. Alright, we also have you. I'm going to kind of make a little circle around the suspect. Crime suspect, I think. I think there's one-sided love going on. Right, leave it there for now. What else we got here? So the Codex, we've got Stavonia. It's also referred to as the Eastern Empire. This is a harsh world of the proud people of Stavonia. It is inhabited mainly by predators and big cats. There is considerable tension between Clawville and Stavonia for both historical and economic reasons. The Stovos Sardom was the biggest loser in the Great Meat Wars, but since the collapse of the Great Eastern Empire, they've been growing and strengthening at a rapid pace, and are seen by many as potential instigators of the Second Meat Wars, and the greatest threat. Peace treaty. Clawville and Stavonia have been at war for centuries, sometimes culminating in fierce armed conflict, sometimes in decades of standing or Cold War. The peace treaty now on the horizon is of historic significance, the like of which has not been seen since the end of the Great Meat War. Clawville, that's where we originate from, is a city-state, the centre of Clawville, the Clawville colonial empire, one of the most important and influential cities in the wilderness. Its century-old conflict with the Republic of Stavonia may soon be brought to a close by a peace agreement. Clawville Express is a legendary train that takes a legendary journey. In fact, it crosses the entire continent of Alterra, passing through the capitals of the most important countries. It is also iconic in the sense that it starts from Clawville and terminates in Stavonia, in the capital city of Borsa, the great historical enemy of the Clawville crown. Thus, the journey is symbolic and significant in all ways. Let's see, so we've looked at them. Now we got Cassidy Lupus, famous film star. I think we kind of got the gist of that. Cassidy Ruby Faye is an up-and-coming movie star, although she has only appeared in a few films, has already been described as a legendary actress of the future, and a kind of female icon. All I see is a scared bunny who's frightened of her own shadow. We'll see what's really in her pretty little head before this journey is over. Facts and clues. Okay. So national tensions. Kunia in the peace negotiations. She's a fierce and vocal opponent of peace negotiations. This can cause problems. Feline fever. Does Lupus have some sort of attraction to cats? Father and daughter. Kunia is quite hateful about her father. Could something have happened between them, or are these the words of a neglected and spoiled girl? Okay. I don't think we want to talk to them again. Let's,
Forgive me for the autograph fiasco. You know, the fans just find me everywhere. It's a nightmare.
Oh, I can imagine.
You can't imagine.
And the lady is...
Oh, what a barbarian I am. This is my companion and partner in many cinematic wonders, the magnificent Cassandra Ruby Faye.
Gentlemen, if I may say so, it's extremely reassuring that you're traveling with us.
our pleasure, man.
You are a real gentleman.
Don't worry about a thing, as long as you see us.
Are you two going to the party?
I regret to say that we probably will.
That's wonderful.
See you there, madam. Sir?
Okie dokie. We got specific lines of inquiry?
Believe me, he's not so horrible. Just a little disorganized.
Oh, you got me. For good. I couldn't deny it if I wanted to.
You know, it's funny meeting you here, on the other side of the world.
It is indeed. The wilderness is so small.
Madam, I've been around the world more than once, and I assure you, it's quite huge.
And yet, 4 citizens of Clawville just happen to be in the same place at the same time. What a wonderful coincidence. Am I right?
I wouldn't be so sure that's a coincidence.
Here we go. Ignore his cryptic remarks, like, our lives are a tattered detective novel.
Oh, how exciting. Isn't it, darling?
That's right.
Got a new ask topic.
Keep your eyes open, detectives. I mean, all your senses.
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't mean anything. But it seems a strange bunch of people are gathered here. My ears are itching, and that always means trouble.
We'll keep an eye out, madam. You have my word.
Oh, you seem to have stepped out of another age, my dear detective.
Yeah, tell me about it. He's a living fossil.
Next.
Well, well.
Even
Let's
more
do
passengers.
this.
No surprise, the train's about to depart. You ready for the journey, Moses?
Me? Poof, my dear friend, I'm always ready.
Now, why do I even ask?
Right, let's do a sense check first. We could.
That dirty cow.
Buffalo.
What?
I said buffalo. Water buffalo, not a cow.
Assassins. Traitors.
A little quieter, please, father.
I tell you they're trying to kill us. What else would they be doing here?
You're paranoid. Have a sip of brandy to calm you down.
Don't you tell me to calm down.
Interesting.
Let's see.
It is a wonderful plant, I must say. The color is very distinctive, but I don't know where to put it. Is it a Malvaceae hibberconia?
Interesting.
The air is almost boiling between the Tarogo and Stavonia delegates. Why, I could swear the temperature is below 0.
Well, well.
Fortunately, I almost can't smell it. What a shame that such beauty is being locked away like this. Mind Palace! Ignat believes his life is being threatened, and who else, he thinks, could be the culprit but the ambassador of Tarogo. The air between the two factions is almost red hot, which can be explained by historical animosity, but could also have personal reasons. He's seriously worried that the Tarogo embassy is trying to kill him. Okay, well let's go back into connections again. Oh, they've not appeared yet, so I haven't spoken to them.
Look who just arrived.
Well, well. Must be a high-ranking official from the royal colonies. Interesting.
Load of interesting folks gathering here, huh?
He's probably here because of the peace negotiations, like the rest of us.
That damn treaty.
Now, my dear friend. What would Chief Inspector Bloodboil say to that kind of attitude?
You'll never get anywhere with that attitude, Plato.
You're pretty good at this voice impersonation thing.
Thank you, Moses.
It might even come in handy one day.
You really think so?
Perhaps.
Well, well.
Colonial attire, exotic charisma, lofty bearing. Can't deny I'm intrigued.
Greetings, sir. My name is...
Yes, you two are the detectives, right?
Yes, indeed we are. Although, frankly, I'm surprised that you know.
The whole station is talking about it. 2 detectives protecting that pale-furred, sharp-toothed bastard.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, where are my detectives?
Excuse me?
If our beloved king sends personal protection to defend his enemies, like the ambassador of the Stavonian government, surely he sends one or two to protect his own beloved ally, the ambassador to his own colony. Am I right? Which would be myself.
You? You're the ambassador of Tarogo?
No other. Mujara Panina, ambassador, high priest, guru, and spiritual seer. I'm genuinely horrified that you don't know who I am.
If I may say so, you speak the Clawville dialect admirably.
Please do not change the topic. Although, I do speak with particular skill, yes.
I am truly sorry that you have not been properly escorted, sir, but you must be aware of the very delicate relationship between the Clawvillian crown and the Stavonian government.
Don't take me for a fool.
Sorry if we offended you, sir.
Don't blame yourself. I'm used to being surrounded by the incompetent. Farney.
I'm here, sir.
Good. Chat with these gentlemen while I go rest my eyes.
Yes, of course, Separ. How can I help you, gentlemen?
It's a pleasure to meet you and Ambassador Mujara.
The Separ is quite tired. I hope you will forgive him for being a bit irritable.
The Separ?
Tarogo's religious leaders, who also wield considerable political influence.
Very well said. You are highly educated and well-informed, detective.
Thank you, Miss Fanny.
You could have boarded the train much later if you're going to the peace negotiations. So what are you doing here on the frozen other side of the world?
Unfortunately, that is sensitive, rather top-secret information.
You see, Miss Fanny, we are in the service of the Clawville government. We serve our common king. You need not be afraid to share anything with us.
I fear that even you are not authorized to have this information, dear detectives. I am really very sorry. It is a most sensitive topic.
Well, in that case, that's not a problem. If it's so very, very sensitive, we understand.
Thank you, gentlemen. You are very kind.
Secrets are part of our work. We understand.
Secrets are part of our work. We understand.
Thank you. Your discretion means a lot to me.
Oh, we're discreet, ma'am.
Well, yes, we are. Most of the time.
Okay. Oh. I want to go into some of these connections. Now we've got new characters. So these guys obviously hate each other's guts. Hostility. Is it species-based? Rival? Yeah, maybe species-based. Kind of more nationalistic type stuff, isn't it? Okay. Mujara's secrets. The presence of Ambassador Mujara in Stavonia is strictly classified information. That alone is enough to pique our interest. National tensions. Ambassador Mujara is seriously offended why he's not been given the same ornate escort and protective custody from the crown as the Stavonian ambassador. Yeah, so we've got Mujara, ambassador of Tarogo. He makes no secret of his disdain for Ambassador Ignat and the Stavonians in general, but he also seems to have peace as his top priority. And then we've got Fani Tarani. Ambassador Mujara's pretty assistant and pleasant and generally very good-natured lady. I don't know much about her, but she seems to keep her hot-tempered boss perfectly in check. Right, Codex, Royal Colonies. The Clawville Colonial Empire once numbered 12 colonies. Now only a fraction of that remains, leaving Clawville itself considerably weakened, while the city-state and the empire that grew up around it are still one of the biggest players in the wilderness. The colonies that have fought for independence over the last 2 centuries have taken a toll on the Empire's prestige and economic dominance. Although the crown of Clawville has indeed been shaken to some extent, the country's largest colonies are still part of the Empire, and do not seem likely to leave the fold anytime soon, unless the city itself collapses under its own weight. Separ is an important figure in Torogo politics and culture and religion. In fact, they have evolved from tribal leaders to religious and political leaders who still hold high positions in today's modern Torogo society. Today, they are more like spiritual leaders and also high-ranking officials. The whole Torogo state is also run by a Separ, the main Separ or green Separ. That is why the state of Torogo is called the Separate. We've got this dude, let's just do our senses. Nothing to keep. Okay, well, actually, has anything changed? I think so. It's fine.
Let's see.
He must be an employee of the Clawville Express.
Welcome, gentlemen. Detectives Wildflower and Palladius, I presume.
Just Moses and Plato. No need for formalities.
As you wish, gentlemen. I'm Pierre. I'll be your guide, your helper, and your humble servant on the road.
Sounds very nice, buddy. May we speak to your boss?
My boss?
I mean the one who runs the Express.
Ah, I see. That would be me too, Pierre.
Oh, really?
Look, pal, no offense, but...
How could the train inspector be a simple insect?
Well, I mean, that's what I was getting at. I really didn't mean to offend you, but it's quite rare.
Indeed, it is rare, which is why I feel so honored. And of course, it is a huge responsibility too.
In that case, good for you. And congratulations.
Thank you. Please enjoy your journey. If there's anything I can do to help, I'll jump to it right away.
Hmm?
Huh?
It's jumping spider.
You know, jump.
Ah, because you're a jumping spider.
Yes, I am. Witty, no?
Yes, we all had such a good laugh.
But please board the train soon. Most of the passengers have already taken their cabins.
We will. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, all aboard!
About time.
I was starting to freeze to death out here.
Cassandra, my darling, I'll have you warmed up in no time.
Must we tolerate this incessant chatter? Let's board.
Slow down, Separ. Don't be in such a hurry. You know your heart.
We got new animals, that's probably just Pierre. Pierre Walbert represents Clawville Express and is a guide, steward, janitor, and caretaker. He is a multicolored character who can do more than one job at a time, not only because he has 8 limbs. He is bright, helpful, and seems to be completely reliable. He's a jumping spider. Now, I don't like spiders, but I actually don't mind jumping spiders. We get very, very little ones in the UK. I don't know if that's different for other countries. But they are kind of cute. Tiny little things. Mujara's heart problems. Clue. Yeah, I imagine we just get on board, do we?
It wasn't that hard to have a little chat, was it? It's a nice way to pass the time.
I've already got the worst headache.
Come on, you'll survive. So, shall we hop on board then?
If we must.
Quite strange company we got here, don't you think?
And we haven't seen half of it yet.
Something smells fishy to me. This Mujara guy and his assistant, not to mention His Excellency the Ambassador and his ice-cold daughter.
We're in for an interesting journey, that's for sure. But I wouldn't jump to conclusions just yet.
Well, anyway, time to get ready for the party.
Oh no, the party. You shouldn't have mentioned. My head.
Come on, Chief. Let's get dressed up, have a drink or two, and go to the little rat hole in the back of the train for a good sleep. What could go wrong?
Famous last words, eh?
Ha! See? You're getting a sense of humor.
No.
The event.
Let's see. I still have a little time before the horrible party in the luxury dining car. What do I do until then? Explore the train? Who should I talk to? I'd better choose wisely, because time is precious.
So, where to next?
I think it's worth taking a good look at the train map and deciding wisely how to use our precious time until the party starts.
And how much time do we have?
Exactly 1 hour, my dear friend. At least, let's say, 4 places to visit?
And 4 passengers to socialize with.
If we really must.
Okay. Okay, I think it's probably a sensible place just to leave it for this time. We'll get into proper train exploration and stuff next time, shall we now? You did say have a look at the map. Oh, this is probably the map, right? So, okay, so we got... Let's just have a quick look. So, okay, we've got the cars down here. I see. So we've got Basil's room. We haven't met Basil yet. Our room. Corridor. Second class. We don't know who's there. Second class dining. Delegation suite, so someone knows there. First class dining. Who's this? The Baron. Okay. First class. Oh, Baron. Oh, does it say who he is? Did I just see a name come up there? The Royal Wagon. Right. Okay, so 4 locations, 4 people to talk to. I think we do Basil. Maybe we work up the train a little bit. We could pop into second class, and maybe there's something to have a look at in there. I'd quite like to check out this locked room. And maybe this one? That's 4, isn't it? I mean, this one might involve 2, so... but yeah, maybe we'll start with Basil next time. But I'll just come out and say thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this first look at Moses and Plato, Last Train to Clawville. Apologies for struggling so much on that early screen. In-game, I have quite a large monitor, and this lower left corner is slightly obscured by my microphone stand, just the way my desk is set up and everything. I've got to squeeze onto it. So anything that's down there generally might take me a minute to notice. But we got there. I got there in the end, so we can move on now with our heads held, if not high, then at least level. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this, if you could hit that like button, that would be great. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the game so far. I know it's very early days. We haven't even met all the characters yet, so do you think we've met the killer? Well, we've certainly already named our prime suspect. I'm sure it's not, but it might be. You never know, do you? So yeah, we're starting to establish some links anyway. Good stuff. But yeah, as I said, let me know your thoughts in a comment. And big thank you, big shout out as always to our channel members as well for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. It's hugely appreciated. It really is. And, you know, if anyone else is interested in checking out those memberships and getting earlier access to my videos, that would be amazing. Thanks very much. And I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.